Sup, I'm Gage, and welcome back to Blood Battle. I know this video is took a lot longer to make. It's because I was doing stuff in the meantime. Now let's go over the combatants for today's fight. It's Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, and Jimmy Neutron from Jimmy Neutron. So, let's get into the combatants. First up is Dexter. First is his origin. He was born a super genius, and that's about it. The show never really went in depth to how he's a super genius. He was just born that way. Let's get into his powers. Dexter has super genius intelligence to a supreme high level. And he is also extremely durable. He has survived explosions, extremely long falls, the vacuum of space. He's survived pretty much almost all of it. Being a cartoon character, that makes sense. So he'll have that going for him into this fight. Let's get into his skill. Oh, did I say skills? I meant gear. Yep, in this battle, we're actually going to give the combatants gear. Dexter's gear is composed of a robot army that all can shoot lasers, bullets, guns, explosives. He has giant mechs, he has time travel gear, explosives, etc. He basically has it all. He is very offensive and defensive. Now let's get into his skills. He has high intellect, high motor skills, being able to control all of his stuff, and he is also extremely stealthy. From a few episodes where he had to sneak around places and hatch escapes. Much like a few movies. I forget the names, and a few other things. Let's get into his weaknesses now. His main weakness into this fight is that his things can be broken very easily, but mostly by Dee Dee. Anyone else, they actually stand up pretty well. But to his sister Dee Dee, they never last. And Dexter is most likely insane. Due to the fact that when Dee Dee quit breaking his stuff, he couldn't take it. So he hired people to look like Dee Dee to break his stuff just because it felt normal. Yeah, the kid's definitely insane. Now let's get into Jimmy. Exactly the same as Dexter, Jimmy was born a super genius, and that's again really just it. His powers are super genius intelligence with a meh durability. He's mostly human. Which means, while he does take a few good hits, nothing... Actually, I don't recall him ever surviving. Never mind. He does not have any substantially high durability at all. He just has super genius intelligence. His gear is comprised of a robot dog, ships that are not battle ready and not suited for combat, lasers, small mechs, which are just mobile units, time travel stuff, etc., shrink rays, meh. Let's get into his skills. He has a very high intellect. Let's get into his weaknesses. He has very little equipment that is actually offensive. Most of his stuff he just built for fun, and it's not really offensive at all. And his massive head could prove a real easy target. And he's not as smart as Dexter, we can clearly see this. And he's not as tough either. So, let's get into the fight. Sorry if it's short, I just couldn't see it going any other way. Well, looks like Dexter won. Let's go over why he won. Sorry for no joke here, I again couldn't think of one for these two. The main reason why Dexter beats Jimmy is he is much more offensive and defensive than Jimmy. Most of Jimmy's contraptions are for fun, not combat. So, and most of Dexter's stuff is great for combat. And he can take much more punishment, and he is far smarter than Jimmy. We can see this just by looking at their labs. And how he's able to keep his lab a secret from his parents is outstanding. So really, Dexter easily took the win here. Now the next fight is one I'm really happy I'm doing. Now let's get into who's fighting next. Next time on Blood Battle. It's Jeff the Killer versus That's right, Jeff the Killer will be fighting Freddy Krueger. That's right. These two nighttime killers will finally show down on Blood Battle. This battle will be up soon, due to the fact that I do know a lot on these two. Now there will be a twist with this fight, for those who don't know Jeff. So, as you know, no outside help. So, see you there.